What's going on, guys? Welcome back to CHISME Report podcast. I'm your host, Dannyfloresyt. Que rollo con todos ustedes. Today, I have the pleasure to interview one of the, the best cheater catcher and her mans, Xojas and Steph. Shout out to them.
Hi,
Thank
guys.
you, guys. Hey, what's good? What's good?
No, thank you. Stop. Thank you. Thank you. All the lights.
I love that. How are you guys?
I'm over here shy. I'm a little shy.
You're hella
A little bit.
Yeah, we're all, well, me and Steph are nervous. I mean, me and Xojas are nervous. I don't know about Steph.
Steph. Steph's made for this. Steph's made for this. He's ready to go. Me, I get nervous. I'm a shy girl, but we're here, so.
We're here and getting ready and popping.
Everybody, hey, I see the chat.
Thank you for having us.
No, thank you guys for coming. Honestly, I was like, you know what? This is what I told them. Let me shoot my shot. Because I don't know if you guys watch CHISME or like knew who I was. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Let me hit them up and see if they want to come. And this was way before I started the podcast. I was like, you know what? I need a list of people. Rosalie was one of them. You guys were one of them. And then a few other people too. Because, I mean, you guys easy. You guys live in Arizona. So I was like, you guys could just drive down. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, wow. It's going to be a good podcast. And guys, wait for the CHISME, because I know a lot of you guys are here for the CHISME, y'all. We have a dedicated segment for it. So it's not going to be now. Y'all could leave, come back. I don't care. Wait, okay? But yeah, the first things first, I wanted to ask you guys, because we were literally talking right now, like, you know what? Let me just shut up because I need to save questions for the interview. It's like, where are you guys from? Phoenix?
Well, I'm from Prescott. Do you know where Prescott's at?
Oh, yeah. Prescott,
up north.
Yeah.
So it's like an hour from here. And then, babe, where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey. I was born in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's down. Prescott is, I never known anyone from Prescott.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so like, I feel like over there it's like mostly like retired older people.
That's why.
Yeah.
Like a chill
but
community
it's so nice over there. Have you been?
I've been there, yeah.
It's nice.
I've been there a couple of times. There, Sedona, Flagstaff.
It's nice, and then the weather is just like perfect.
Oh, yeah.
All seasons.
In the summer, we go up there in the summer because it's like 20, 30 degrees cooler.
Yeah. That's where like my in-laws go over there too when it's hot. We go there, like we sometimes rent a cabin and shit.
It's nice.
It's hella nice.
Hella nice.
Like here's like 125. Over there's like what 75, 80.
Yeah.
Well, no, during the summer it does get a little hot. Actually,
yeah.
It gets to like maybe like 105 around there, but nothing like. Well, I hear it's like 120.
It's like a
118.
break for sure.
Yeah.
It's a break from the heat.
Still a little bit better.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm saying you probably don't feel it as much over there, right?
Yeah. For sure,
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. So when did you move down here to the city or Phoenix?
I moved here. So Steph moved here when he was baby.
I moved in 2007 when I moved out here.
To Phoenix.
To Phoenix, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I lived over there in Prescott, and then once me and him started dating, we were long distance for like a year and a half. So for a year and a half, we'd go back and forth, and then finally, when we moved in together, I ended up moving over here. But
you guys were, sorry to interrupt. So long distance, you Prescott, him here.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and then finally, we're like, okay, it was already a year and a half, so we're like, okay, like we should start moving in together, you know, and then I came over here, and yeah, I've been here for like 2 years now, like 2.5 years now.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I do. I already lived here. My mom lives like in Maryville. So I already lived here. Like I went to high school for a little bit over here, but then I moved back over there to graduate. And then once I came back, then it was just to be with him too.
Nice. What about you, Steph? Do you like it here?
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah?
It's nice to go up there to Prescott, but I'm a city boy.
Yeah, I'm from LA. So when I moved here, I was like, fuck, there's nothing to do out here.
Yeah.
Like when I first moved compared to LA.
Yeah.
And I didn't have no friends or anything. So it was like legit after high school. I couldn't even go out to bars or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, I'm just in the house chilling.
What made you move out here?
My dad. So my dad got a job here.
Oh, okay.
Bro, we were gonna move here in 2005, but we're like, nah, fuck that. We want to stay in LA. But then he got offered the same position again in 2013. So I was like, you know what? I graduated 2014. I was like, you know what? Let me wait, graduate, and then see what's up. And yeah, my whole family was here. I was alone over there, living with an aunt.
And now, do you like it here better? Or?
I love it here.
It's nice, huh?
Bro, yeah.
It's nice. Not as much traffic. Like I feel like Arizona is just
It's gonna be LA though soon.
I
A lot
know.
of people are moving.
There's a lot of people
Definitely.
moving. They're
Hell
building
yeah.
everywhere here. It is. There's a lot of building here.
Who's from Arizona? Where my Arizona girls at?
Yeah, put in the chat.
Arizona
Put in the
check.
chat.
All the Arizona girls, where you at?
Put in the chat. Well, we can't even see. I can't see the chat from here. So.
I know, I can't either. And I even asked him, I'm like, can I see the chat? Because I get so distracted by the chat, you guys. Like, I like to read all the comments most of the time, or I try. So I'm like, if I can see the chat, I'm going to get so distracted and I can't see it. So
Yeah, that's why I was like, nah, let's not. Because the first podcast with Ryan, I told him, yo, we're gonna like you could see the chat, but then people are like, no, he's distracted and stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's not read the chat today. Let's just talk like a conversation.
yeah, because like I said, I get so distracted by the chat, dude. Like, I know.
Bro, I can't imagine how you do it on your Catching Cheaters live. Are you reading the chat all the time?
Oh no, because when I'm catching cheaters, like I'm so like I'm multitasking so much. Like I'm writing down or he's writing down the numbers for me, but like I'm like typing, texting, looking at the number, like
Looking
calling, replying. Like it's a lot of multitasking, so I don't get the chance to see it as much, but I still try to engage as much as I can. Cool. So it's like, I try my best.
Shit, I can't multitask for shit.
No?
No.
But on Instagram, I do good. On Instagram, I try to read all the comments I can.
That's cool. That's cool. So which one of you is the older one?
I'm older.
Steph.
Oh yeah, by how much?
2 years. I'm 26.
And I'm 24.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're literally, he's January 14th and I'm February 14th. So we're like right there.
Yeah, right
there.
2 years
nice.
exact.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So me and Steph are the same age. I'm 26 too.
Oh, you're 26
Okay.
too?
Yeah.
Oh,
26. Yeah. That's dope.
Dang.
Yeah, I thought you guys were probably older.
Really?
Yeah, I thought you guys were older.
No.
Really?
It's because I feel like most of my like anybody that I have as friends, most of the time they're older than me.
Yeah.
Like always. Like I usually everybody's older than me most of the time. But I get that a lot. I feel like people think I'm older, but I'm only 24.
Yeah, when I used to work my old job, I was 19 and everyone was like 25 above. I was like, bro, like they're all like, let's go to a club or let's go to the bar. I'm like, bro, I literally can't. I'm 19, dog. I'm 19. Yes, I couldn't. So.
And how many babies do you have?
I have 2.
2 little babies. Aww.
2.
How old?
2-year-old, 2.5, and a 3-week old.
3 weeks.
Oh.
So if you hear a baby crying, my fiance's over there in the room.
Oh, shoot.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
The little baby.
The little baby.
3 weeks.
Yeah, lack of sleep right now.
Oh. I
over
bet.
Yeah.
And 2 under 2, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2
2,
under 2 still.
They're both in
Oh
diapers.
my gosh.
Wow. So it's been a rough couple of weeks.
I bet.
It's been
The
a rough
sleep.
couple of weeks. Hell yeah.
See, that's my birth control. That's my birth control right there.
For real.
Hey,
There we go.
Keep it like that though. Keep it like that. I mean, this is what I was thinking. Like, I couldn't imagine I could imagine, but it's like so hard to do social media and have kids.
Yeah.
Like I praise to the people that have kids and do social
100%.
media because
Shout out to everybody who has kids.
it's
and does social
fucking
media.
hard. Like my girlfriend, my fiance, her name's Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
She always thinks I'm working because I'm on my phone. But at the same time, like it's not always work,
Like you also want to like
scroll on Instagram like everyone else.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, bro, imagine 2 people that do social media. Like they're probably both on their phone all the time, and it's like it's just hard.
I know.
Being a parent.
We've had those talks before actually, where we're like when we go out to eat, like we're like, okay, let's not be on our phone because
You have to really,
like
force
that's
yourself.
like that's when we're like, but we also want to scroll, like we also want to like take time to like look. And sometimes when I do my TikTok lives, because I go live on TikTok a lot more often lately, I'll go on there for like 3 hours and then get off and go on Instagram for another like 2-3 hours. So I'm live for like 6 hours already there. It's kind of, honestly, it's almost like a full-time job, like hour-wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's, a lot of times I would do 8 hours. Lately I've been a little bit like shorter, but I put in like a lot of hours. And so when we're out or when we're not like on live, I'm like, yeah, we need to like not be on our phones, like, sometimes we do, like we'll catch ourselves at a restaurant and we'll be scrolling and like, oh, look at this,
Yeah.
But yeah, it is it's a lot of phone time.
It's a lot of phone time. I bet you look at the
screen-
it called?
the
The screen time.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Oh, I haven't even checked. That.
But what I try to do is I have like a work phone and my personal phone. But yeah, I still fucked up because all my accounts are still signed into my fucking regular phone, my personal. So yeah, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's whack. But
do you turn your notifications off, like so that you're not getting?
Actually, I don't. I should start doing that.
Oh, you don't?
Do you?
Heck yeah, how
bro.
do you do it?
Thank you for giving me the idea because
Oh
my phone is blowing up like every 5 minutes. Not exaggerating.
Really?
Yes, but yeah.
There's always some chisme going on.
Yes,
Always
bro.
some chisme.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. I turn my notifications off on everything because if not, it'll just keep going.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass for not doing that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off.
No,
Because
definitely turn it off. You'll see, like, then you won't feel like, you're working or it's like always constant.
yeah,
It gives you a little break.
that's true. But I don't know, is it me or do you guys notice this too? Like back then when you would get a notification from Instagram, your phone wouldn't vibrate, or is it just me? Because now when I get any notification from Instagram, it vibrates. It only vibrated for messages.
Honestly, I don't know because I've had my Instagram notifications turned off for like.
Oh really?
I don't even remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
That shit would piss me off.
Think about it, yeah. Like,
I don't know, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
but I would assume you get a ton of notifications because the chisme be hot. The chisme be hot. All the chismosas in here. Okay.
For real.
Me too, girl. Me too. I'm over there at home. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl.
the headlines.
Girl.
Did you both of you any like follow Chisme channels or gossip?
I follow
channels?
the Shade Room.
Yeah.
Shade Room.
That's it. The Shade Room. And
Pretty
you?
much, they pretty much cover everything.
Yeah, I follow them too.
The Shade Room. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to unfollow them for a while because sometimes they post like stuff that has to do with like the wars and shit.
Yeah.
That gives me so much
too much.
anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like,
And then you go on TikTok, you're scrolling, that's all you see too.
Yeah, and then, bro, FBI agents be working on your TikTok. Have you guys noticed that? Like, if you say, "Oh, I want to go buy this specific shampoo,"
pop up that
shit
within
pops
an
up.
hour.
Hell
Yes.
yeah! How
The
scary is
ads.
that? Yes.
the ads.
Yes, I'm like, bro.
That's so
That
true.
just happened the other day.
Yeah. What were you talking about? I'm just kidding. You have to
For
say.
real. I'm like, what were we talking about? What were we gonna buy?
Oh, we used for the pop up on my phone.
Yeah. Just like that. I can't say that now. No, but my other question to you guys, both of you. So you guys both do full time on social media?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full time I've been doing it for 3 years full time now, right? 2020? Yeah. 3 years in March.
2 years? Wow, that's
I've been
crazy.
doing it 3 years. It's so crazy. Like that risk was so scary.
So what you do before social media?
I was a waitress at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I was a waitress and then sorry baby, what were you saying?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I was a waitress and COVID hit. Oh, I don't want you to get
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. We're good now.
but that hit. So when it hit, like I kind of got furloughed, or like they kind of like laid people off because you couldn't eat in the restaurants, and so I was like, shoot, what am I gonna do? Like I was so stressed out. I remember I lived with my brother at the time, and I rented a room from him, and I did Cheaters at this time, and I did like Facebook, but I wasn't getting like no monetization, so I didn't charge for Cheaters; it was free. So I was like, what am I gonna do? Like I can't even pay my $300 rent, you know? And I remember I called my mom, like, Mom, like, I can't pay Jeff. I can't, like, I don't know what I'm doing. She's like, just talk to him. Like, he'll understand. And I was like, no, I got to figure this out. Like, I can't. So I remember I went live and I was like, I started offering like a service. So I was like, if you guys are willing to tip me anything, like no specific amount, like I will call, text, FaceTime, and send him a picture and give you an update the next day.
Oh, wow.
So it doesn't matter if you send $3, $5, like whatever I can make at this point, you know, because I was like, I went into hustle mode, honestly. And I already did it for free. So I'm like, might as well, like, I can offer the service of giving them updates the next day, sending a picture of myself, like, you know, like pushing it to the next level. So I did that. And I remember the first night I made my rent and I was like,
it's crazy.
$300 rent. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I remember I was so happy. I was like, babe, I made my rent. And then from then on, I was just like, okay.
Good times.
I did go back to work. But when I went back to work, I was just doing work on the weekends, like Friday, Saturday as a waitress. And then during the weekdays, I was just doing Cheaters and like Facebook, which they didn't have like any monetization at the time. So it was just literally just cheaters. And I had like Foxy Bay, Chevin Boy, and that's pretty much it. So then after that, I was like, over time, I was like, once I moved over here, I took that risk. I told my parents.
So all this was out there?
Yeah, this was in Prescott.
Prescott?
Yeah, this
Oh,
was in
okay,
Prescott.
okay,
This was
okay,
on Prescott.
Gotcha.
Then I took that risk because we were gonna move in together, and I was like, I told my parents, I'm just gonna move over there, and I'm just gonna do Facebook. And they're like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Like, they did not believe in me. Like, I was like, "Girl, bye. I'm gonna do it." I was
Yeah.
kidding. But they did not believe in me. Like, they're like, well, I'm not gonna say they didn't believe in me, but they were kind of like worried for me. Like, they were like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to do it?" They didn't understand that I was making money off of it. You know, sorry, girl. They didn't understand that I was making money off of it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then I just took the risk, and ever since I've been.
That's the best thing. Something similar to me también happened, but we're not talking about me. Now I want to know about Steph though. What did you do?
I used to work at a car wash, and then when COVID happened, all the hours slowed down. So my friend, he was already working as a correctional officer, and he was getting overtime. So I was like, okay, let me try that. So I went to the 7-week camp, got pepper sprayed, worst part of my life. And then I became a correctional officer. So when we moved in together, I was able to do a lot of overtime. So I was working like 16-hour days.
Sheesh.
And we finally moved in together. So she would be home for like them 16 hours, like, and I'll be at work like trapped in a prison cell. It felt like I was in jail, to be honest. So I did that for like almost a year until like I quit, and then we both just started doing social media.
Cool. Yep. Also heard too, you make music. Are you still making music or?
I'm working on my album right now. It's just a long process because I'm trying to make sure everything's right. But yeah, we're gonna be coming out with albums soon.
Nice.
So that's the music for the album.
That's the music on all
for sure. I still gotta listen to some of your music, but damn, that's dope. I couldn't imagine being a correctional officer. My cousin's fiance, he does it, and bro, he's basically working all the time.
Yeah,
it's tough.
The toughest part is not being able to communicate. Like while you're at work, like you can't bring your phone or anything inside.
Oh, really?
So you literally like your regular shift is about 8 hours, so you're away from everybody, like from the outside world for 8 hours. But I was working 16, so I wouldn't be able to talk to anybody for 16 hours.
Damn.
And then you get home and you got 8 hours to sleep and repeat. So that was like the toughest part.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah, and then like he says that like at work he would be by himself, like in the box basically. So like he didn't have any other coworkers to talk to or like nothing. So he's like, babe, I would literally like he'd come home like, babe, last night I couldn't even stay awake. Like he says he would tap pencils.
Yeah, I would get
like,
pencils and just tap on the desk for hours to stay awake.
I'm like, oh my baby.
Yeah. But I would bring a whole gallon of Monster.
I was gonna say, how many monsters did you have?
It was like 4 in the gallon. It was terrible.
That's tough.
I know. I'm like, oh my baby. I felt so bad for him because I was like, dang, like it was 16 hours and nobody to talk to. Like you're just sitting in there. And then I remember I was looking through our old messages the other night.
Oh yeah.
I was laying in bed. I was looking through our old messages, like how like I don't know. I like to like go back and look, you know.
Reminisce.
Yeah, really, I do. And I was saying that like, oh baby, look right here. We literally manifested it, and he was gonna work, and I was like, and my message to him was like, I was like, let's do lives together, and then like and then we'll be able to like grow. Like we got this. Like I pretty much manifested like literally like exactly what I said ended up happening. And I was like, dang, that's so crazy, like how it works. You know?
It does work, and people don't believe it. But yeah, it's also I don't want to get into religion, but it's all praying and a lot of praying and manifesting.
God.
What you put out.
Same thing happened to me. Manifest the whole time. But what a lot of people don't know about me is literally this was my dream. To not a podcast host or whatever, but to be someone on the internet.
Nice.
Because back then it was, Call of Duty, like video games.
Oh, okay. Like
so I would be on video games.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's cool.
I was like, fuck, it finally happened. Like, I think it was, I went full time 2021, August of 2021. And yeah, best thing ever I could have done.
The CHISME.
Yeah.
CHISME. And all the chismosas here.
Literally. I want to see how many people we have. I can't even see how many people we have.
I can't see either.
It's too far from us.
I'm like, should I even check? I'm going to get nervous.
Just check fast, but don't read the chat.
Okay.
Don't read the chat.
Read the chat.
let's see how many people are watching.
Watch the ads, everybody.
It doesn't show. Oh, 2,400.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oi.
This is
Hey,
bro.
everybody. Hey.
This is the most I've had.
Oh, really? Oh.
This is breaking the record, bro.
Breaking
Dang,
milestones.
we're breaking
the
His
record
dream,
today.
everybody. You guys are helping his dream come true.
Thank you guys. No, thank you guys. Because of you, I have them.
No, thank you for having us too, though.
This is a
I'm
shot.
like-
I'm just kidding. shot. No, I'm
For
just
real,
kidding.
I'm down. At the end, I'm
At
down.
the end,
We're gonna
at the
take
end,
a shot.
at the end, I have to go get it and everything.
Yeah,
but
at the end.
yeah, thank you guys honestly for coming.
No, thank you for
I
having us.
didn't. Thank you.
I
Sorry,
was so
keep-
nervous. I was like, oh, should I do it? Like, cause I'm such a like, I don't know. I'm just shy. Like, I really am. I'm online, but I feel like I'm also kind of like a introvert in a way. Like, I'm kind of like
Me.
I'm shy.
This
like,
is me too.
Like, yeah, and like if I ever go to events, I'm shy. Like, I'm just like that's just how I am. Like, I'm just shy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
So I was like, babe, I don't know, and he's like, yeah, babe, you
Even
should
when
do
people
it. Like,
notices her on the street, like she's.
oh yeah,
She doesn't know what to
when
say.
people
She's
come
like-
up to
she's,
me,
like, nervous.
I get shy.
Your
I'm like,
fans?
girl, no, the
Your
comments.
followers.
I'm like, girl, I'm shy girl, but hey, like, you know, but I do get shy, but
With me, it's like I suck at names. I don't remember names. So like after you say hi to me on the street, I forgot your name. I'm sorry for everyone. It's like, oh, that's fucked up. No, like I'm just bad with names. So
I'm actually good with names. Like, I feel like even people who watch me, like if you watch me, you know, but like I'll remember. I'm like, oh, you're from here, huh, girl? Like, oh, like where's this girl been at? Like, I'll
I
call
don't know
people
how she
out.
does it either, to be honest.
I'm like, I'll be like, where has Anna been? Or where has
So,
yeah, or like, you know, if like I'll mention it to my people. I'm like, where has this person been? Or like, I really remember, and I'm like, oh, this person's from here. Like, if I see them consistently, I definitely remember.
yeah, I gotta be consistent too. So like there was a story I said too one time in the podcast. I went to Fry's and some girl came up to me, some lady was like, hey, I know you. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how? I totally forgot I did social media. It's like, what? How? It's like, I watch your video. Like, oh, okay. There you go. I'm sorry.
Do you get shy?
I'm introvert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I'm really shy.
Yeah. Even at first, when I first came, I'm like, I'm shy. I'm like,
No, but yeah, I mean, I don't think you get used to it, huh? Doing social media, or what do you think?
I think when you meet people, it's just different than when you're like just talking to the camera. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
like when I'm talking to the camera, like, oh my gosh, especially when I meet people, the shit I be saying, like, oh, sorry,
true. You're fine. You're fine.
sorry, I have a potty mouth. But like the things I be saying when I'm on camera, like I'm like, I'm over here talking about freaking esto y el otro, and like,
Yeah.
I know. And then when I see people, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I did
know what I
this.
said?
You know, I did this, or you know, I said this. Like, I remember, I'm like, oh my gosh, I be telling everybody these things, and then when I meet them, I'm like, they know this about me. Like, they, like, that's when I'm like, I know, but.
The shit people remember, huh?
Yeah, but I love meeting people.
Every
I
experience
enjoy
is
it.
different too. Like, everybody you meet, like it's a different.
Some people are
experience
more
with everybody.
nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those people that don't like. They're hella nervous. I'm like, don't worry, I'm nervous too. Like, no trip. We'll both be nervous. But going back to this whole social media, like how you guys started. So both of you guys, or just Jazz, started going live,
She started going live. Yeah.
and you would just help her.
I was still working at the time.
Oh, you were still. But when you guys decided to go full time, how did that work?
Yeah, I would help her write down the numbers for her and
Yeah.
all
So
behind the scenes stuff.
yeah, he helps me with a lot of stuff actually. Like even like monetizing on my platforms, he helped me with that. I didn't know I could have ads on my videos, and I can
Like putting your bank information.
I didn't know none of that. He's like, oh look, babe, like he would like do research, like does the research, like, oh look, babe, you could get monetized for this, like turn this on, look, or like for the ads, like I didn't know about any of that, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I would have never met him, I mean, I probably would have found out eventually, but like he helps a lot with that. Cheater Lives, he helps me write down all my numbers. Merch, we make our own merch. So he makes all the merch actually.
Nice.
So
So-
anybody who's ever bought my merch, he makes it. Like
Unless you didn't like it, because I had nothing to do with it.
So you literally print and everything.
Yeah, print, cut.
Wow, that's tough.
it's a lot of work.
She folds and packages and ships. And everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you guys had a whole ass team behind that.
No, it's the team, and then I have a assistant. She helps too.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah. Other than that, it's us. That's why if your package takes a little bit longer, I'm sorry. We make everything like.
As they order.
It's a whole process.
Right. Well, if it's a pre-order, yeah, then it's made out as an order.
Oh,
but if
okay.
not, then no. Like it'll be made before. But like right now we did the pre-order, so that one is made like to order. So like, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I give you props for that because I tried merch one time and I had people make it for me,
Okay.
and I was the only one packaging orders. I'm like, no,
It gets tough.
I mean, I ain't doing it again. Well, I'm gonna come out with merch, but hire people to do packaging and
It's
stuff.
a lot of work, huh?
A lot of work.
And oh my
There's a lot of
gosh.
stuff that can go wrong.
Yeah,
That's like the most frustrating part. Is
like you fuck up a size
mess up
and
an
shit
address.
like that.
Yeah, and then I'm customer service too. So then I have
my
to be on top of emails. I have to be on top of pretty much everything. But I feel like because like we have the time, so why not? You know, why not? Like we have the time. If we would go through somebody else, they're gonna charge us for each little thing we're putting on the hoodie.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna have to charge even more for the hoodies. You know what I mean? So we're like we could just make it ourselves and charge them less, but we're gonna have to do all the work. You know what I mean?
So, Steph, you learned how to make like the printing and everything.
Yep.
Was it hard?
Learning it was actually easier than I thought it would be. But actually going through the process, like ordering, make sure all the numbers is right, that's like where you have to like be meticulous, you know. So.
Wow. Down. Props to you guys once again because I'm telling you, I tried it, bro, and I'm not even over here saying, bro, I got thousands of orders. No, I literally got max 100 orders. Even that was like, bro, I'm done.
Yeah, and you should see our house when we do merch. Like the whole house turns into a sweatshop, literally. Like downstairs right now, like the machines and then packaging and inventory and it you know it gets crazy. But like I said, I mean we have the time, so why not? You know, like why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of work.
Damn.
It's a lot
I
of
bet
stress.
it is. Yes, a lot of stress. But I want to ask you, can you take me through your day? Like as soon as you wake up, because I know you go live late. You go live late. And I always miss it, bro. I'm asleep. I'm like, let me catch your live today. But I knock out. I'm sorry. But no, I want to know what your day is like as when you wake up till you go to sleep.
You want to tell them how our days are kind of different, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's more productive. I'm not gonna lie.
So
A little bit.
I try to wake up around 10, 11. I ain't gonna lie. You're like, and so as soon as my feet touch the ground, like I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Like so, hit the gym. I get out the gym around like 1. Come home. And I'm like, okay, babe, what are we doing today?
Waking her up.
Yeah.
I won.
Oh right, you done? Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Let's start the day now.
Yeah.
So then after I get home, I'm looking through. Okay, what do we have to ship out? Like what orders do I have to make? Like customer service, or she'll already be up and she'll be like, okay, cool, we have to fix this, or we have to ship this out, or whatever. And then from there, that'll take probably like 3, 4, 5 hours, and then she'll start getting ready for live around like 6 or 7, and then while she's getting ready for live, I might go hoop, or
2 times a day, gym a lot of times.
yeah, I might go play basketball.
You play at the gym?
Or golf, yeah.
Nice.
And then I wait till she gets done, and then around like 8, I'll come home again, and then
Go live.
How long do you go live for?
So right now I've been a little bit shorter, but like usually I'll go on TikTok depending on how many numbers I have. So like some nights are crazy and there's a lot of people. So like whenever there's like a lot of people, sometimes we'll have like 10,000 people, 8,000 people
Watching your live?
Yeah. It's between like
That's crazy.
it was between like 5 and 10. Right now it's been a little bit slower, like 3, 4. But between 5 and 10, when it's like between 5 and 10,000 people,
it's a lot.
It's a lot of like
our schedules
work.
like switch from like the normal like 9 to 5 schedule. Like we do all our like chilling in the day, and then we
at night
go
we
live
work.
at night.
Night owls.
Yeah. So then I'll go live. And then after I do my lives, if it's a lot of people, like if it's a lot of numbers, then I'm on for like 3 hours. And if it's not a lot of numbers, then maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. After that, I always go on Instagram after to hang out because I like to just hang out. And I also like, it helps grow my my Instagram a lot because then like transferring my people from TikTok, there's so many new people who find me. So then I bring them over to Instagram and then, you know.
Yeah.
So then I go on Instagram for another like 2 hours, just hang out or, you know, whatever, eat, do confessions, just hang out. And then from there, get off, stay on for like 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, and then go lay down, scroll on my phone until I go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I definitely wake up later than him. And then when I get ready, I go live on Instagram before too. So I go live on
okay.
Instagram, then TikTok, then Instagram.
What's your favorite platform?
Lately, I might have to say TikTok, honestly. Lately it's been TikTok. I love Facebook too. But lately it's been TikTok. TikTok.
Interesting.
If you wanna do content and you want exposure, I definitely recommend TikTok, you guys, because like, and if you want to start like posting on your page and stuff, like always post 2 videos and one of them will hit. Like most of the time one of them will hit. So like the first one might not do as well. 2 videos at a time. Yeah. I'm giving y'all the, you know.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's
so like you post 2 videos and then one of them will probably hit better than the first one. Usually the second one does better than the first one. But it gives you more exposure. So I noticed that once I started going live on there, I'm like, yeah, like I started growing quick. There's way more people. And it's honestly fun. Like I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and I feel like with TikTok, you could hit 1 million followers in like a week.
One of my videos, I did a seafood boil. Literally eating crab legs, and I got like 30,000 followers from it.
Shit.
I was like, that one video.
My friend eats crazy. He has like 7 million followers now.
Oh, really? Wow. That's good. That's good.
No, eating videos.
Getting paid to eat. Hey, I'm all for it.
Right? People bash me for posting. Like sometimes like there'll be Karens on Facebook, and I'll post like on my reels, and like I'll post eating videos, and people will be on there like bashing me. I'm like, girl, like this is what people like to watch most of the time, and like I said, I'm getting paid for it, so that's why I'm gonna post it too, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's different though. It's built different. Yeah. It's
absolutely.
You could tell from platforms.
Definitely.
Yeah. But no, I wanna ask you how did you come up with the idea of catching cheaters?
So when I first started, I actually wanted to be a YouTuber, right? I wanted to be a YouTuber so bad, like
me.
Literally, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I was going to school to be a nurse. And I remember I was in a class and they were going around, you're introducing yourself and you're like telling them what you want to be when you like what you want your job to be, right? Your career. And I was like, I want to be a YouTuber. And I remember everybody's like, what are you doing here then? Like I was going for a nurse. And I'm like, well, I got to have a backup. Like,
yeah.
I mean, what if it doesn't work out? Well, I lived with my aunt at the time. And my aunt used to, I don't know if she still does, but she watched Beauty by Bianca a lot. And Bianca was on Facebook. And at the time I wasn't really on Facebook. And she's like, you should do Facebook. She's like, I watched this girl. Her name's Bianca. Like, she does makeup videos and she gets a ton of viewers and like, you know. And I was like, oh, really? I'm like, it's live? Like, she's telling me it's live. I'm like, live? And I was like, no, I don't think so. I was like, I just want to do YouTube. And I was already posting YouTube videos at this time. And then there was, at the time, the groups were popular, where it was like all girl groups, like, the one I was in was called like VIP Beauties and CHISME. And so I went live in there because I was shy to go live like on my regular page because I didn't want my family to see me or like people that knew me to see me. So I was like, I'm gonna go live in this group where it's like people who don't know me and it's like all girls, you know. And I went live in there and I did my makeup, and then one day I finished early and some girl was like, oh my gosh, you're so, like, there was like 25 people, 30 people watching me, and she was like, you're so pretty, you should call my boyfriend to see how he would react. You know, like just to prank him. Some girl just commented that. I don't know who she is. Like, I wish I remembered her name, but I don't know who she is. But she commented that, and I'm like, girl, like, I'm down. So I went and grabbed my laptop. If you guys have been watching me, you guys remember? Room. Yeah, the pink room. I used to always use my laptop to catch cheaters. So I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, I didn't have an extra phone. So I'm like, I can use my laptop if he has iPhone. So I FaceTimed him on my laptop, and he ended up being a cheater. So then, that's
fucking whack.
Yeah, he ended up being a cheater. The first call ever.
I know.
So then from there, like, more and more girls started being like, oh, call mine. And it started spreading in the group. And the group had like 200,000 people in it, like 200,000 girls, Dang. You know? So it started spreading in the group, and like, I was like, okay, like, everybody wants me to do this. Like, more and more people are coming to me. So I started doing it on there, and then the group ended up getting shut down. So I started doing it on my personal profile, like just my personal, not Xojas yet.
Where you have your family members.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. I started doing it on there, and then I started doing it on there, and then people started sharing because in the group you can't share. So because it's a private group, so people started sharing, and more people were joining, and it was growing quick. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a page. So then that's when I was like, what should I name my page? And I made Xojas. And that's how I started. Literally just from that one girl telling me to call her.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her. I don't know who she is.
Shout out to Anonymous.
I know. Like, literally, like, I wish I knew who she was. I don't remember I don't know if she's watching this. If you're watching this, girl, message me. I owe you everything. I'm just kidding. But
that's cool, though.
But that's what started it. And it's just crazy. That's where it led to.
So how does one contact you? Like, hey, yo, I want to catch a cheater. Do they just hit you up or send you money first or what?
So I go live on Facebook. I usually do it for free if I do it on Facebook because I'm already getting ads, so I don't charge on there. Okay. But on TikTok, I don't get ads, and there's more people, so that means there's more trolls. There's a lot of trolls. So if I don't charge on there, they'll just send. I tried it at first. They'll just send like regular numbers, and then I call and they just troll me. Like they'll just like mess around. You know what I mean?
And they'll
so I was like,
call from anonymous numbers.
Yeah, like they'll private call me to like be annoying.
So you use your own phone?
I have a separate phone for cheaters.
Oh, okay, I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
You don't want.
So then I was like, okay. When I started TikTok, I started charging $10, and it's $20 to skip the line. So people basically just send their significant other's number, and then in the description they put his. No, they send the payment. So they put $10, and then in the description they put the number, and then I call him, FaceTime him, send him a picture of myself, and I just act like I'm calling the wrong number. And then if they fall, they fall. If they don't, they don't.
How do you feel about this, Steph?
Not a problem with me.
Hey, I know. As long as
at the end of the night, we turn off the other phone and we just go about our lives.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We have separate phones for it. So at the end of the day, we just turn it off. When I first started, because I started it when I was already with him. So I was like, hey, like, I remember after I did that girl, I called him like, babe, I just caught some guy cheating. Like, I didn't even mean to. And he's like, no way. And he's so like easygoing. Like, he's so like, just goes with the flow, you know? So I'm like, more girls want me to do it. I'm like, should I do it? He's like, yeah, why not? And I'm like, okay, keep doing it. And I just, ever since I've been doing it.
That's cool. It's something different too. I've never heard of anything like that. And any platform actually.
I know. I don't think before I started, I don't know of anybody else who. I know there was like a TV show.
Like cheaters.
But like, I don't know of anybody else that did it like live with like FaceTiming or nothing like that. So I was like, I think that's why my page was growing so fast at first, because it was something different. But yeah, I didn't think it was gonna. Yes. I didn't think that was what I was gonna be doing. I thought I was gonna do makeup. But
yeah, I was gonna ask you that too. Like, did you want to become like a beauty influencer or something? Like, you say YouTuber, but like more on the beauty space?
I think I wanted to do more like vlog style, like come with me. Like, I was gonna start with makeup too, because I knew like everybody does their makeup, so I was like doing get ready with me's. But I think what I was aiming for was like vlog, come with me here. Like, I always thought it was so cool that people would get paid just for
showing their life,
showing where they're going. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm cleaning my apartment, or like, come to the grocery store with me or whatever. Like, I always thought that was so cool. So that's really what I wanted my content to be. But
yeah, paved a whole new way.
Yeah, that was me too. Like, I wanted to be a vlogger, and then this came about, and I'm like, hey, it's working. It worked. So you never know what any little thing could work.
It's a good idea too.
It is.
Honestly, it's a good idea.
It is.
It is.
That is a good idea. I mean, as long as you don't put me on it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, you were already on it.
I know. I'm just kidding. I've already been on it before. You put me on it before.
When I started here. Well, not when I started, but last year?
Yeah.
About a year ago.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm like, it's a good idea, honestly. Like, content.
It is.
People are gonna watch it. People love CHISME. All of us. Come on now, I like CHISME too. So it's a good idea.
Yeah, I was seeing your lives like, what? I like CHISME too. Like, I'm a chismosa.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, whoever does not like gossip / CHISME, they're lying.
Yeah.
They're lying. They're fake.
Yeah. They're being yeah. But yeah, like I said, I mean, everybody likes gossip unless it's about them. Most of the time.
Exactly.
That's,
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever plan on like opening your own makeup brand or anything?
I have collabs coming up this year. But it's like with the companies or company. But not like my own. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe in the future, but as of right now, it's not like really in my
Your idea book.
No.
Yeah.
I do have some plans with cheaters, of taking like cheaters to the next level though. Like in person stuff too.
Oh snap!
Yeah. In the
Damn.
future.
Like camera guy.
It's gonna be
and everything.
scary. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
But I would have a security and stuff.
You're gonna need security.
Yeah.
Running
But-
with the gimbal.
Yeah, for real. No, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be that low key scary. You're gonna need like at least 3 securities.
Yeah.
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 But it's gonna be.
I want to ask you something, but I will leave it to the CHISME segment.
Oh.
It's something about cheaters too. But now I have a segment like fun questions to get to know you guys more. So after a night of drinking or whatever you guys do, I don't know if you guys like the MJ. What's your go-to fast food restaurant like for late night munchies?
In and out.
In and Out.
We always eat In and Out after lives. Like, and I drink on my lives all the time. Steph doesn't drink or nothing, but he like goes and gets the food for me when I'm live, literally. But I think In and Out is always where I always go because it's always what's open.
The latest, yeah.
It's what's open.
What time they close?
1, I think.
1, yeah.
It's either that or Jack in the Box.
Yeah, In and Out. In and Out. Every single time we're like I'm done, like I'm on Instagram live, he'll run and go get me In and Out, and I'm like, yes, it's In and Out because it's open.
What's your go-to meal?
3 by 3.
Hey,
Promise you.
that's good.
I get a grilled cheese, with animal style fries. Yeah, grilled cheese and animal style fries.
Bro, a lot of people hate on In-N-Out fries,
I know,
but they're good.
the animal style ones are good. The regular ones,
The regular one.
I like the
gotta get
the
extra
regular.
salt.
Oh, extra salt.
Every time I'm like, can you add extra salt? Otherwise, it kind of does taste like cardboard.
bland.
Now let me ask you this that might get both of you canceled. Nah, I'm just kidding. No.
like what?
It's a debate. It's a debate since we're in Phoenix and we have In-N-Out and Whataburger.
In-N-Out.
And
In and out.
there you go.
In-N-Out.
I said
Come
this.
on.
Yes, I've
In-N-Out.
said this a whole bunch of times. Why do people
Wait, who's
like
saying
what?
Whataburger?
A lot of people.
I think Texas people, like everybody in Texas loves
Oh,
Whataburger,
really?
right, guys?
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna get hate.
I'm like, am I right? I think it's Texas. Texas is always Whataburger. Who's
Yeah.
laughing? Mucho kiki allá veo.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of Texas people that say, "Yo, Whataburger hits a spot." I'm like, bro, really? I don't think Whataburger.
I think
is
In and
that-
Out.
Yeah, definitely In and Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whataburger don't hit the same.
Whataburger, no. No,
I think their burgers are big. Like the patties are big, but
their gravy's good.
I never had the gravy.
they have
actually.
soft
The
drinks.
fries with the
you know?
gravy.
Soft drinks. Yeah, I never had the gravy.
The fries with the gravy's good, but I think I prefer In and Out for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely In and Out.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Another fun question to ask. What song or genre of music reminds you of the best time of your life?
Song.
Or genre of music?
Any song that came out in 2016, because I feel like everybody had a good year in 2016.
2016 was vibes.
2016.
What I'm trying to think. What?
Like, it was like
What's the song that came out in 2016?
2016 was just a good summer.
Promise you.
I don't know what came out. Was it?
Like all the throwback songs, like the "Shawty's like a melody in my head,"
Yeah.
like all
That didn't come
those,
out in
like
2016,
those.
but
Nah, yeah.
It didn't, but like all those, like back then, like I feel like that's when
like
I was
throwback
in
songs, yeah.
2000s.
that came out when I was in 8th grade. Damn, I know. Me
Really?
not knowing.
Yes.
20.
No, like, wait, Shawty.
Yeah, that came out when I was in 8th grade. Actually, that was not 2016.
Wait,
What am I? I'm tripping.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
26 was it Drake? Views?
I think so.
Hey, any song that came out in 2016.
2016. I feel like summer 2016 was just fun.
Summer,
I feel
yeah,
like,
summer 2016 was lit.
But that Bad Bunny, Te Bote, always like that song. I don't know why it always reminds me of like going out with my girls back in Prescott.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
with all
a
my
good song.
coworkers. Yeah,
That's a
and we'd
good
all be
song.
turning up to Te Bote, Calladita. Yeah, it's Bad Bunny vibes.
But wait, hold on. Bad Bunny was in Te Bote?
Yeah,
I don't remember him.
yeah.
I know it was Osuna and
Wait, Bad
I
Bunny.
don't think it was Bad Bunny.
He was in it.
You're getting canceled for
Yes.
sure.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting canceled. Don't tell me that.
No, I don't. I don't think it's Bad Bunny, bro.
Oh my god, it's not Bad Bunny. Oh, just kidding.
Damn.
Oh my god, cancel me today.
Who is it?
It's Ozuna. It's like a.
Oh my gosh, it is Ozuna. I thought it was
It's a
Bad Bunny.
mix with other
I know.
people.
I know, friend.
I
know.
This clip is gonna
Okay.
go viral.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. I didn't mean that.
It's just gonna go viral.
I was so just kidding. Don't laugh at me, girl. Don't laugh.
Oh shit! I was like,
But-
hold on, I have to question her because
Yeah, okay, you're right. It's Ozuna. I
listen,
know.
I don't listen to Bad Bunny. I know who he is, but was he around in 26? Like that when that music was coming out?
No, I don't think so.
He wasn't.
Honestly, if you know me, you know I listen to Bad Bunny songs, but I'm not like a super like
diehard.
you know, like no. But like I do listen to like his music. I like his music, but
Yeah.
I'm not like I don't know every single. But it was Ozuna then. Yeah, you're right. It's Ozuna. They did that song, but then like Calladita, all those songs that came around at the same time.
Yeah.
Those were the vibes.
What about you, Steph? Who's your go-to artist that you listening to right now?
Probably either Drake or Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, babe, for you, huh?
Yeah.
He likes Chris Brown.
You like Chris Brown? Breezy.
Breezy, baby. Yeah.
Cool.
He has so many hits.
He does. He
Countless.
does have so many hits.
Chris Brown, yeah. Drake
His-
too.
Drake too, yeah.
Drake every week a new album, bro.
For real.
Every week. But my favorite from Drake is gonna have to be Views.
Okay.
Views.
Solid.
That was a good album.
Yeah. And then what's it? Album he came out with in 2016 when he came here to Phoenix? Well, he was doing the whole Summer 16 tour. Was it Views?
With
I'm like, I'm not gonna say
With
anything no
Future?
more because then I'm gonna say the wrong thing again. I'm a little traumada right now. I'm like, I'm gonna say the wrong thing again.
Cut her mic.
I'm out. I'm kidding.
What the?
2016.
I'm
You
trying-
got Views. You got More Life. That's 2017.
More Life. Oh no, More Life is 2017.
Yeah, it's 2017.
Oh, then it was Views in 2016.
Or What Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, I think it was
That was
Views.
2015.
Because you're not lying. 2016
me trying
was
to read the
good.
It was a good year.
I went to the concert. I had a blast. It was fun. It was lit.
You went?
To the Drake?
He's going on concert now, huh?
I think so.
He's going on concert now. I'm like, I know. Van a estar bien caros, no mames.
Bro, a lot of people said that they're fucking expensive.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
The Drake.
The Drake tickets?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why,
I'll
but
watch it on my phone. Just kidding. I'll watch it on TikTok.
TikTok Live, bro. That's
Yeah.
me.
They be posting everything on
Hell
TikTok.
yeah.
TikTok be coming through. Like any sports, anything. You just go
Yeah, for real.
Cardinals live. or
Wait,
whatever.
when is he going on tour?
I think the tickets already went on sale, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh, so they probably already sold then.
Oh my god, people are
they're gonna resell them.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's coming here September 5th. September 5th.
Is that yeah? Where? Footprint.
Desert Diamond.
Oh,
which
okay.
one's Desert Diamond? Oh, that's the one where Broadway was at, right?
At Westgate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The lowest I'm seeing is like 400 for like
I thought it was a bit
the
more actually.
nosebleeds.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's
bro.
a lot. That
That's
is a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me switch something
Because
over
it's in the
here.
back. Because it's in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nosebleed seats for $400.
Have you ever been to a Drake concert? I know this is a random ass question. No.
No.
Oh, they're pretty good.
They're good? Okay.
The concerts are lit.
We just went to Rod Wave when he came out here.
Who?
Rod Wave?
Rod Wave.
I don't know who that is. Sorry, I'm getting canceled now.
You don't know who Rod Wave is? Yeah, you're gonna get canceled.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I only listen to Spanish music.
I'm like,
okay.
you're
yeah, I don't
definitely
really-
getting canceled for that.
For sure. All right, y'all ready for the best segment of the show or
What?
not?
What's the best segment?
Let me play it for y'all.
¿Te gusta el chisme?
Do you like chisme?
Gusta el chisme.
All right, this is where everything's gonna get spilled right here. So hold on to your drinks. Okay, you guys know I have this segment. We have our snacks right here. We're gonna get our snacks and then we're gonna get into the whole chisme. So shout out to Toxic Peach for sending us these snacks, bro.
Shout out Toxic.
Toxic
Peach.
Peach.
Thank you, Toxic
And then shout out to Gabby for the TCR chips.
Oh.
Gracias. Appreciate that.
Te gusta el chisme. Look how cute. Can you guys see these?
Bro, that is a dope bag.
Oh, I didn't even say que rollo con todos ustedes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are the freaking
A little ASMR.
Ooh, sheesh.
ASMR.
Just
How do
kidding.
you find out these are gushers?
ASMR.
I think there are gushers. Gushers.
ASMR with cheese.
Bro, who doesn't like cheeseman with snacks?
Chisme.
Oh, snap. These smell spicy already. All right, hold on.
Grab your snacks, girl. Just
For
kidding.
sure. I have to taste one before we start.
Chisme.
I know.
Damn.
It's
Spicy.
good?
Mhm.
It's spicy? Oh, really?
It's a little spicy. Though. It's good.
Usually when I get dulces enchilados, they're not spicy.
This one's good
I
though.
like this
Shout out
one.
Toxic Beach.
Spicy?
That's good.
Let me try one. I'm like, not me being fake to Chevamoy.
Nah, Jeff Moyer cool. Hey, don't get mad. Don't get mad, Jazz and stuff.
Friend, I love you.
Yo, this is gonna make me cough.
Well, those are spicy. They're good though.
All right, so
Sorry.
no, you're good. We're gonna be munching here while we talk.
I'm like, I'm about to get kicked off Chevamoy's PR. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, so the question I have about cheaters was, have you ever got like a threat or like people try to follow you and shit or look for you, like your address?
Yeah. Threats all the time. Well, kind of all the time. Like every once in a while I'll get threats. I get different types of threats. Some like, oh, I'm gonna sue you. Some where they'll be like, you better hope I don't find you. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, somebody just said that the other day.
Yeah.
And these people telling you like I'm a sue. Well, the one I better not find you. They're probably not from here, or are they?
No.
Like different states.
They're different states, like different area codes. And then like the sue ones is because I'm recording them, but I live in I live in a state where it's not illegal to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, so that, and then there was one time, how long ago has it been? Maybe like a couple months ago, maybe like 6-7 months ago. There was this man taking pictures outside of our house. And I was worried. I was like, why is this guy taking pictures outside of our house? You know? And he was just walking back and forth taking pictures. And then a couple days before that, there was a black BMW, remember?
Oh yeah.
There was a black BMW too. So we're
Pull,
like
in the middle of the street. And then,
yeah, pulled his phone down, pulled the
his
window
phone
down.
It,
Yeah.
it wasn't HOA.
No, because we didn't get no HOA, nothing.
Yeah.
So
that's what we thought at first, but
so I was like, maybe somebody's like trying to watch us or like see where we're at or like be creeps. I don't know. And Steph went out there and asked the guy. He's like, and Steph's friend was there at the time. And he went out there and asked him like why he was taking pictures. And the guy's like, oh, it's because that car has a lot of bird poop on it. So I'm taking a picture of the bird poop.
What the? That makes no sense.
That was his
Exactly
excuse.
what I
thought.
That was his
Stupid.
excuse. Because Steph's friend's car had bird poop. No, miss. I know.
I was like, bruh.
And we're like, okay, but he was like an older guy. But other than that, I mean, nobody's ever like done anything to me. Thank God. I do like try to be as protected as I can at all times. Our house with security, us at all
Yeah.
times with security. Like, you know,
It's scary being on the internet
100%.
a little.
for sure.
It's definitely a
But,
risk.
but yeah, it is. It is, especially with what I do. It's a risk you take because you never know who you're gonna call. You never know who, you never know who if the person
How they're
under
gonna
this-
react to it.
how they're gonna react
How
to
mad
it.
they might get
And I bet they get pissed.
at their own
Oh, yeah.
actions.
For real. Bro.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they get mad, and I'm just like, boy, you just had to say wrong number.
Or
Like,
not. Well, yeah.
I'm like, why are you mad at me? All you had to say was wrong number and hang up. But no, you want to be, oh, I could be Leo. Oh, I could, where you from? Oh, you look good though. Like, they'll be like, F Leo, and I'm like, BFFR. Like, y luego they get mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, se pasan. So
So do you, after you catch a cheater, do you hit up? You say you hit up their person back, like their significant other.
they'll
back?
watch.
Oh,
They'll be watching.
watching.
Oh,
So they'll,
So most of the time they'll hit them up before we can even like get off the phone with them. They'll hang up on us and be like, "Oh, sorry, I'm getting another call or something like that," because their girl will be hitting.
their ladies are probably screen recording. You
Yeah.
see, I told you.
Yeah.
Be pissed. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl.
Yeah,
And like,
that's-
Oh, remember
Valentine's.
that one on? It was on Instagram. You were live with the girl, and you guys were both calling the man back and
oh
forth.
yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
This was in the pink room, I think, or was it the last house? I don't remember. But if you guys remember this one, there was this one time we were live on Instagram, and I went live with the girl. I went live with the girlfriend, and she's like, "Girl, like we're both live together," and she had another phone, so she's like, "Let me call him while you're on the phone with him. Let's see what he tells you. Like, if he's gonna hang up on you, you know. So I'm on the phone with him, and he's like, hold on, my homie's calling me, and it's his girlfriend because I'm on live with her, you know. And then he's like, hold on, my homie's calling me, and then he answers her, and then he's like, hey babe, like sorry, I was on the phone with my homie, like he's telling her that yeah. So then I call back, and he's like, hold on babe, he's calling me back, like he's like playing both sides, and I'm like, dude, the nerve, like
crazy.
That's
like,
hilarious.
Se pasan. And yeah, so if y'all ever need cheaters, if you ever want to test your man, hit me up. I got Xojas everywhere. But yeah, it's basically, I literally do it simple. I just say I'm calling the wrong number. It's up to them if they flirt or not. If they don't flirt, I leave them alone and move on. If they get the picture, and I FaceTime them too so they can see me. If they decide to fall for that, when I say, oh, I'm sorry, I called the wrong number, like, have a good night, I'm embarrassed, I'm sorry.
And she says that to everybody that she calls.
Same thing to everybody. I tell them, I called the wrong number, I'm so sorry, have a good night. And they'll be like, oh no, well, this can be the right number. Like, they bring it on themselves. You know what I mean? So
do you ever get nervous before calling them?
No, not no more. No, I don't.
I don't like talking on the phone. I can't imagine how you do it every day. It's like,
FaceTime. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, that's.
But no, not anymore. Honestly, like at first a little bit, but I think I'm just used to it now. Like, it's just whatever.
Yeah, it just comes to you now.
Yeah.
All right. So next question was, do you like? I don't know. I don't want to put Steph on the spot right here, but do you ever plan on like getting married or having kids?
Oh yeah. We talk about getting married all the time. Kids, we kind of like our freedom.
For sure.
Kids, marriage. We talked about kids. We kind of like are on the same page. Yeah. Like not anytime soon for sure. And I don't know if we will. Maybe adopting in the future once I'm done catching cheaters. Because I feel like once I do have kids, if we
had a baby, it would be fine. But
not something we're not willing to do, right? Yeah.
Like I'm not on birth control or nothing. So if something was to happen, like surprise, we have a baby. But like, and we would be happy, you know, regardless. But like, it's not something we're planning on. Or like, I mean, we've been together for 4 years almost, and we've been doing fine.
Yeah, it'll be 4 years in 3 days.
Oh, nice!
Yeah. 3 days.
Congratulations, early congrats.
Thank you.
But I mean, kids are a blessing. But if you love your time, keep it that way.
Yeah. And then I feel like if I had kids, I don't know if I would still catch cheaters, honestly, because like safety, you know,
for sure,
all that stuff. So maybe in the future, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not in a rush for kids at all. Yeah. And I feel like people make it seem like it's a bad thing. Like, when are you having a kid? Like, or why aren't you? My mom too, all the time. Mom, are you watching this? Señora, ya, cálmese.
She has a grandkid.
No, she's always like, come on, have a baby. I'm like, girl, bye. Like, you taking care of it? And she's like, yeah. She's like, if you want to go somewhere, like, I'll. And I'm like, my mom, like, you know. But
it's because I think, I'm sorry, are you Mexican or Hispanic?
I'm Mexican, Guatemalan.
Oh, Guatemala. Okay. Yeah. Well, in our culture, it's like, back then they used to have kids at 19, like early as fuck. And now it's, I don't know, I think 30s, in their 30s. Yeah. My mom was the same way with my fiance. We're 6 years apart. Yeah. And she's 32 right now. So she was like, when she was in her like 29, have a baby. You're getting old already. I'm like, bro, it's 2022. You know what I mean? Like,
My mom too. My mom got pregnant young. Mom, sorry, girl, but I'm gonna say my mom
exposed.
My mom got pregnant at 15.
Oh,
so she was a little exo hoochie mama. Okay, I'm just kidding. But like she got pregnant pretty young, and I mean, she didn't want me to get pregnant that young, obviously. Yeah. But like now she's like, oh, you should have a baby. Like, you're doing good. Like, you know. And I'm like, Mom, not yet. Later.
Yeah, we love our time.
Yeah, it's already, we have dogs. If we want to go somewhere, it's already a pain in the ass with dogs.
Especially if you want to go like leave the state.
Yeah, if you're trying to leave the state.
It's hard.
Finding dog sitters.
Because they're big dogs.
I feel like it'd be easier with kids, honestly.
It'd be easier if it was a smaller dog. It'd be easier.
You guys have Dobermans?
Yeah.
2 Dobies.
We have 2 Dobermans and a little Chihuahua beagle. She's like a Chihuahua beagle mix. We found her. Yeah.
They don't fight?
No. No. We had one incident where like they were like mad at each other because they were being territorial over me. But it was just on one time. But they didn't fight. Like they were just like growling at each other because one got mad. Yeah. But they have never gotten a fight now.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully
good.
that never happens because I know.
Yeah.
Cruz.
Yeah, I know. I had like a German Shepherd, and one time he got my little dog. It's like a Boston Terrier, and he almost tear that dog up. I'm like, shit, bro. If I wasn't outside, I don't know what would have happened.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, get out, dude. So I ran straight outside. I was like, oh hell no, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have to be careful with fucking small dogs and big dogs.
Yes.
for sure.
Together.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what other CHISME question I have for y'all. Do you still work or promote Lorella Cosmetics?
Yeah, I still like talk.
You still work with them?
Yeah, I still talk to them and everything. I haven't done like dedicated lives lately, but I do still like. I was just talking to Alex a couple days ago. But yeah, I still talk to Alex. Still work with them. Still, you guys can still use code Xojas if you want to. But yeah, like I talk to him and everything. I just haven't really been on Facebook or done like makeup in depth. Like I feel like I'm not like the type of person that likes. I'm not the type of person that really likes to like shove products down people's throats. Like constantly being like, like I don't really do dedicated lives as much like that. But I am gonna start doing more dedicated lives soon. But usually I'm not like a hey, like go get this, like with my
like
code.
a
you know what I mean?
promoter?
Yeah, I'm not like huge on that. Like I just kind of like if I'm using it, I'm like, hey guys, you guys can use my code Xojas if you want to. Like if people ask, But I haven't done like any dedicated lives. That's probably why people are asking that.
Yeah, they asked.
Yeah, but yeah, I still talk to Alex.
All right, cool. Shout out Alex.
Yeah, shout out Alex.
If you want to come on the CHISME report. Okay, so this question was literally everyone was asking me. You guys can answer. You guys don't have to. But a lot of us want to know what happened in Miami.
Which time?
You know what time. I guess you know. If you don't,
Okay.
I'll text it to you right now.
No, there was a time. Miami.
two separate times.
Yeah, well, Miami. It's just Florida in general.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, when you guys said Florida, you guys meant Miami, like, because I was seeing your live last year's live.
Oh,
and you said
so there was 2 occasions. That's why. You're talking
CHISME Miami.
There was 2 occasions. Okay, you want to tell a story? Or you want me to tell
Which one are we talking about?
the first one?
So way back when,
Hey.
in a meadow. I'm just playing. No, so
Muchas chismosas, ahí veo los ojitos.
I know. I see the eyes
Look at the
too.
eyes.
Ojitos, I know.
I see
Bien
the
pegadas
chat
en el
now.
chisme. They're like, oh yeah.
he
What?
said, and I ooh,
We're gonna get like 10,000 people in here.
Okay.
hurry. I'm just playing. So Miami. Okay, so we were invited by a wonderful couple.
Sorry.
Bebe.
No.
Stop
Sorry,
it right
sorry,
now.
sorry,
Cut
sorry.
it out. I'm trying to
Bro,
tell
I'm
this
gonna tell
story.
the story. I'm gonna tell the story.
Let's stop the podcast.
No tiene pelos en la lengua, friend. So
Okay.
sí. But okay.
Okay, so we were invited out to an Airbnb. We arrived at the Airbnb. I think we were first.
Like the wonderful couple's probably watching. Hi, good morning.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
You different, nigga.
I'm just kidding.
You are
I'm just
different.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're different.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, cálmense.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
This is
No, hold on.
live.
yes, hold on.
I'm just saying because you said
Cut it out.
I'm saying because didn't you say you guys que te mandaron?
Wait, hold on.
So that's what I'm saying. Good morning. Like I'm sure like están pegados en el chisme también.
I mean, technically, it's 4 minutes past them.
Oh, okay.
shit.
Sorry.
Hold on, but you were here saying no tiene pelo en la
No tiene
lengua.
pelos en la lengua.
And then you come out with that.
Oh, sorry. Me neither today.
Right.
So we got to the Airbnb. I think we were first. We were the first ones there.
It was
Yeah,
us.
because we got to pick our room.
Yeah.
Okay, boom.
It was us and like a couple of the other people like from the team.
Oh yeah. So boom, we picked a room. Then another couple comes and we meet them for the first time. They happen to just like lemonade.
Oh.
So
There's this other couple. They love lemonade. Okay. So
yeah, freshly squeezed lemonade.
So
So they I'm talking to the guy. Jazz is talking to
the girlfriend.
The girlfriend.
It's a couple. The girlfriend, first of all, the girlfriend or the wife, I think they're married. I don't know, but she was very intoxicated, right? So.
Oh yeah, they had come.
She got
from
there.
The beach.
She got there and she was just telling me, oh, basically like, I think she even went and ended up going live talking about it, but because she was drunk. But she was like, oh, kind of like saying like that I took her bestie in other words, right? So she kept saying that like the whole time, like, oh, like she used to be my bestie, now she's your bestie. Like she just kept like over, because she was drunk. You know?
Yeah.
So over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, dude. Like I was like, I get it. Like, yeah, friend. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean to take your bestie. I didn't even know. You know, like.
So while she was inside going through that, I was outside with the boyfriend. We were just playing basketball. The house had
sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the intoxicated girl's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Husband, boyfriend. I don't know if they're married or not.
Yeah.
But
so we were
the lemonade.
Hooping, but during the hoop sesh, like it was just 1-on-1. He kept saying like be careful of who you guys are rocking with, like be careful like over and over, like
they kept warning us.
I didn't really pick up on it at first, but like it continued for hours, like.
And when I went out there, it got bad, and I
into the night. So we went into the pool, and it was the same thing. It was like, hey bro, come here. So I would come over. Hey bro, be careful of this, be careful of that. This got done to us.
Be careful, they're using you. Be careful, like, and honestly, they were kind of like they were kind of right, but it started a whole altercation, But basically, I was inside with the girl, and I started feeling uncomfortable because no me dejaba, friend. Like, yeah, I get it. So I go outside to go with Steph, and he's in the pool. And while I got there, the two guys, him and the other guy are talking. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you guys need to be careful with these people. Like, don't trust them. So I started going off on him because I'm like, why are you here then? If that's how you feel, because they were my friend, like I barely met them today. So obviously I'm going to defend my friend that, for sure. So I was like, why are you here then? I was like, if you feel that way about them, why are you here? I was like, are you under a contract with them? Like, why are you talking shit? If like,
you don't have to be here.
You don't have to be here. So they're like, oh, well, we're part of the team. Like we work with them, but we're just letting you know. He's like, just letting you know, like how they are, like they're just gonna use you guys. They did the same to us. They did it to other people. Like
then why?
They were warning us.
Why
right?
were they still there?
Exactly.
That's what we were. That's why I was like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Like,
so at this,
why would you still come? Like,
and at this time, L and R weren't there yet. They weren't there yet. Their flight came in late, right? So I'm like, okay. As soon as she got there, I went in the room. I was like, I stayed in the room the rest of the time. Like I felt uncomfortable around like.
Because the whole team, and they all felt like a certain way
about them, without behind their back, and like I was like, I just met you guys, and you guys are like trying to put stuff in our head, and obviously they're our friends. So, I went in the room when she got there. I went out there and I was like, hey, I need to talk to you. I'm like, I need to tell you, like that these people, this guy's saying,
how they feel about you guys.
Yeah. So I go tell her, and I'm like, hey, like these people are telling us that like you're fake, that you're gonna backstab us, that you're using us, that this like that you did the same to them, and no sé qué tanto. So she went out there and she confronted the guy, right? She actually ended up like le dio un putazo because she was mad, which I don't blame her in that moment, but I mean they were right to be honest, like be for real. But like so she goes out there and she's like going off on the guy because he told us that, and so the guy comes in mad and goes at Steph.
I was like, brother. I'm not even the one that told anything. Like,
I told her,
because he kept telling me, do not tell him what I told you. Don't tell him.
Yeah.
I didn't. Like,
I said it because like she's my friend, and I barely met you, so it's like you're telling me this about somebody like that flew like or like is providing the Airbnb, like and obviously me as her friend, like I was like telling her to have her back, like hey, like these people don't even like you, and you have them right here. Turns out they were all the motherfucking same. But
clout is a real drug.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
But they were right. So, I mean, that fight. So, anyways, so he starts going at it with, I think, did you take a video that day? You should check your story.
I check.
You should check.
It's deep.
I think Steph took a little Snapchat of it. But
he was trying to basically, can we say throw hands?
Yeah, you can say throw hands.
The right word. He was trying to throw some hands at me. And he had to be.
He was calling Steph the B word, like you're a B, like for for. He was mad.
I didn't say anything. So he got escorted out of the house.
Was he intoxicated too?
Yeah, a
The
little
guy?
bit. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was so mad. So that was the first time in Florida.
That was the first time. Yeah.
Oh shit!
When he got escorted out the house, it was still bad. Like he was throwing stuff out the window.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
He grabbed his hat, ours hat from his brand and buried it. Yeah, it was bad. Like he was throwing a big scene. There was a whole bunch of people there too. There was other influencers there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were all like, what the heck? And I was like, oh, well,
I didn't
care. I didn't care if they were mad at me because I'm like, at the end of the day, I just met y'all. Like, she's my friend. You know what I mean? So I'm going to tell her because she's my friend. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. So I was just like, I don't care. Like, y'all could be mad. Like, y'all could not like me. But after that, like, every time I was with around her team at any, like, of her stuff, I told her that day, actually, I'm like, please don't invite me to any more of your stuff with your team because they don't even like you, girl. Like, well, them. But, so after that, anytime like she would invite me to like any other stuff, like I was quiet a lot of the time because I was like, oh, I feel like now they don't like me because like I told her it makes everything awkward, you know?
It's a lot of tension in there.
Yeah, it's tension, makes everything awkward. So that was the first time in Miami that we got warned.
So there were
Yo depende. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go tell my friend.
You said there was another thing in Miami, but did that connect to what? CHISME related?
It was just more
like
the warning and then like more of like
the other one was in Florida. It wasn't in Miami. It was actually at it wasn't in Miami. It was for a photo shoot. Me and Elle got flown out for a photo shoot. And I had already noticing her acting like shady with me, like distant, like I noticed her acting shady, like distant, but not to the extent that she was. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, like.
And you had even messaged her about it before.
Yeah, I had asked her, like, is everything okay? Like, are you good? Like, you know, like, you've been treating me like you've been a little distant, girl. Like, is there a problem? And she's like, no, friend, everything's good. Like, so I was thinking, okay, like, I'm trying to communicate, you know? So we had gone over there for my birthday. And, well, it was for the shoot, but it was the day of my birthday. And I remember this day, it was on my birthday, Jess took us out to dinner. Sorry, Jess, for saying your name, but it happened at your house.
The spoiled girl? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It happened at her house, you know?
I know.
So, so we're at dinner, and first I noticed, like, she's, like, taking videos, but she's trying to avoid me. Like, she's, like, kind of trying to avoid me. Like, she would take pictures during the trip and, like, avoid me coming out in it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, like, it was just, like, the vibe was just, like, negative. Like, just negative.
Because it started before that. Even when we get off, we had a connecting flight.
Oh, yeah. They took off without us. Like, yeah, like, it was just... They were already being like,
when we would get off the plane, they were just
so that night I called her out because I was like, what the heck? I was like, what's going on? Like, I'm gonna call it out. Like, what's wrong? What's up? Like, you do not want to be friends, and we could just be business if that's what you want. You know, we don't have to have a friendship.
Yeah.
Like, we already had the tour stuff planned, all that. So I was like, I called her out and I'm like, hey, what's your problem? Like, did I do something to you? Like, are you mad? Like. And she's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, she started crying. And she's like, it's my mental health. Like, it's not you. It's my mental health. I'm sorry. Like, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm willing to help you. Like, do you want me to help you find a therapist? Like, do you want me to? And she could vouch. I know you're watching this, girl. Like, you know damn well. I was like, well, I'm willing to help you through it. Like, I can help you with a therapist, help you find a therapist. Like, you know. And she's like, yeah, help me, yeah, like, you know, we hugged it out. But that night I was mad because I was like asking him, like, why have you been treating me so different? Like, I've been asked ever since I started hanging out with B. I noticed. That's when I noticed it. Like, I even called it out. Once I started hanging out with B, I noticed like a complete change. I don't know if that's exactly what it was, but that's when I started noticing it. And that was in December. This Florida trip was in February. So I started noticing, I was like, she's been so weird. Like, I even was texting her before that Florida trip because I would ask her to hang out and she would make excuses. Like, and I don't know if it's because I was hanging out with B like every single day at the time because I was trying to help her grow her page. Like, I was like, oh, like, we want to help you guys get monetized on Facebook. Like, we'll go live with you guys every day so that our followers can follow you guys. Like, you know, we're just trying to help them out. So I would invite her too, you know. There was a couple of lives where she would come over and we would all be together. But that's where I really started noticing the change. And I was like, okay, like, I would communicate like, hey, is everything good? And she would always say yes. So I was like, okay, everything's good, you know? So then from there, we just kind of, in Florida, I confronted her about it. I'm like, you've been acting weird. Like, you've been shady. You've been, you know, and she's like, oh, it's my mental health. I'm sorry. So I was like, okay, well, I'll help you. Like, do you need me to help you with like finding a therapist? Do you need, you know? And she was like, yeah. So we hugged it out. We said we were still going to be friends. Cause I asked her, I'm like, do you want it to be business? We can keep it business. If you don't want the friendship, I'm cool, you know? She said no, she wanted the friendship. So I'm like, okay, cool.
She should have been straight up.
She should have been straight up because she didn't want the friendship, you know? And you know what? Like, honestly, I know mental health is real. Like, I know mental health is real. Like, a lot of people struggle from that. But I feel like mental health is not an excuse to treat people like shit, ever. Mm-hmm. It's not an excuse to treat anybody like shit. That's not cool at all. And I feel like if you're somebody who wants to try to get to the top, like, do it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to push people down or, like, step on people or throw people under the bus. Like, you know, do it the right way. I feel like she really has so much potential, too. Like, she could really, she has so much potential. She has all the potential and everything. She just, like, needs to do good by people, honestly, because I really feel like I genuinely feel like I was a good friend to her. Like, you know, and I know she probably knows that. Like, I never did nothing to her, you know? Like,
so I'm sorry to cut you off, but how did your friendship start then? Like, did you hit her up? She hit you up, or?
She hit me up. So I was live on Instagram one day and she hit me up first. She ended up coming to Arizona. She came to Arizona. She's actually the one who had taught us how to do merch, which is why even though like shit went down, she still taught us some stuff. We learned, I taught her some stuff. We learned from each other, you know? She taught us how to do the merch. So she came over here and I remember when she came, I was like, dang, she's so nice.
Everything.
I was like, she's so nice. Like, she's helping us. Like, she brought all her stuff in her car, like, you know? And I told her, I'm like, what can I do to repay you? She's like, oh no. She's like, don't worry, girl. Like, this is how she said it. She's like, I'm getting something out of it too, because I'm going to use this, like, your guys's launch to like tell people in my academy that like, look, like I helped them and they sold out, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's vice versa then. Like, she's getting something out of it too, you know?
Basically, as an example, like.
Yeah. Like using us as an example that she helped us, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but yeah, she came out. She asked if I wanted, like, if I wanted her to teach us how to do merch. And I was like, yeah, sure. She came. And then literally she came, and like a month later, she came again for my birthday to surprise me. She had rented out a house in Scottsdale.
No, it was like 2 weeks later.
It was like 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
2 weeks, a month, around there. She came out again. There's lives of that too. And she was just like, She threw a surprise party for me, right? There's videos of it on Facebook, and she deleted it. But I was like, dang, I was like, she's so nice. I just met her. Like, I was kind of like, what the heck?
We couldn't believe it because we're like,
yeah, I was like, dang, like, she's so freaking nice. Like,
that's crazy.
You know? So when I found out at the end, I was like, what the, like, no way. I'm like, there's no way, because like, you know, but I saw everything with my own eyes. So I was like, nah, like, this girl never liked me. Like, or maybe she did, but she just started having some type of animosity towards me. I don't know, but once it got ugly.
Weren't you guys the ones that introduced Taj and B to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys still talk to Taj and B?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually stopped talking we stopped talking to them for like 8 months after the whole fallout.
Yeah. They recently hit us back up.
Yeah.
Around, what was it, December?
November, December recently. So I, like, after the whole fallout, I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't talk to, I cut everybody off, literally. Like, it was just me. I would just go live and hang out and just talk with my girls. Like, I didn't trust nobody really. Like, I was like, like, so we didn't talk to them for like 8 months.
This was after your video, the truth video.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked to them for a little bit, like after the truth video. And then after that, I just like, I kind of just didn't, like, I was just like, fuck, like, you know, like, I don't know how to, like, I was like, what the heck?
It's like your gut feeling, basically.
Yeah, so I was like, babe, I'm.
Were you like in the position of like, damn, do I trust him or no?
Yeah, I
like,
was a little bit.
Like in the middle?
I feel like in a way, I was kind of influenced by comments too, but I feel like when that whole situation happened, I feel so bad because I feel like, just like how like right now, in the situations now, I feel like there's always a fall guy. I feel like she was a fall guy. Like she made it seem like the reason why all this happened was because of B. You know what I mean? Just like now she's saying like the reason why all this happened was because of Gabby, not because nothing of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I felt like B was the fall guy, you know, and she got all the she got so much hate. She got so much hate. I was like,
I was seeing the comments because I told you guys I had to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Bro, the comments were bad.
She was the fall guy, but honestly, people.
And it wasn't her fault.
It really wasn't, because in the messages she kept saying like, "I'm gonna tell Jazz." Finally, she told me. She's like,
I want to sit down together and let's all talk.
Yeah, she was like, she showed me the messages. Obviously, she's like, because what was happening was, Elle was putting stuff in her head to turn her against me. So she was like, Jazz said this about you. Jazz. She even said like I was attracted to Taj. Like just crazy stuff, you know, like just to like turn her against me. So when that happened, I was like, damn. Like when B finally told me, she texted her first. She's like, I'm telling her everything. I can't do this anymore. Like, you know, like whenever they would try to in the group, they had a group chat. So in the group chat, and Elle and Anna made that group chat, right? So and they added B to it. So when in the group chat, she'd be like, oh, like, they'd be like, oh, let's go do this. And like, basically not invite me to hurt my feelings. Yeah. You know, she'd be like, no, like, I don't want Jazz to feel left out. Like, so that's why I was able to forgive B. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I could see, like, she showed me, she was like, trying the whole time, she showed me, like, hey, like, but she was kind of also, Elle was like telling her, like, don't tell her anything, making it seem like I was talking shit about B, basically, right? So finally, B texted her. She's like, "Hey, no, like I can't do this. Like I'm just gonna tell Jazz. Like I need to talk to her, you know." So when she did, Elle responded to her and was like, "No, don't do it. Don't do it." Like the messages are on that video. You guys pause. She was like, "Don't do it. She's crazy. She's gonna make you seem crazy." Yeah. So then that's why that day, B stayed over at our house. Taj and B stayed at our house till like 6 a.m. At 9 a.m., I had texted Elle and I told her, hey, I know everything. Like, I know what you were doing behind my back. Like, all the petty, she was posting, like, stuff on TikTok, like, throwing shots at me.
Had people in your supporters.
Had people in my supporters to watch what I was doing. Damn. Yeah, I'm like, girl.
Doing the most. Yeah. A whole investigation.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. I was like, okay, like, this girl does not like me. So I let her know. I'm like, hey, like, I know everything. Like, I don't want nothing to do with the freaking tour. And I lost a lot of money on the tour, too. Like, I mean, like, by not doing it. You know what I mean?
Wait, sorry to cut you out, but talking about the tour, who came to who first? Like, oh, let's collab.
She came to me first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she came to me first for the tour and for it was a tour with lip kits, and we were going to, like, launch the lip kits.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, like, I don't even know where I left off.
Sorry, I
fucked
up. I didn't cut you off.
You're good. But like I said, at the end of the day, I do think I feel bad for the people now who are like going through it, because when I said it, nobody really wanted to believe me, you know? And I felt like a lot of people, like especially a lot of influencers, like they took, I don't know if they tried to pick sides, but that's how I felt. Like I saw some people picking sides, you know? And I'm like, dang, like, okay, that's fine. Like, I don't feel like I need to hang out with people for validation. I don't. I'm always in my own lane regardless. But like I saw that and I was like, okay. And so now I'm seeing it now.
So we took a step back for like
I took a step back. Yeah, I didn't talk to nobody. I would just stay to myself. And like now, like I'm seeing it and I'm like, dang, so then nothing was meant. Like
a lot of people are blinded. Like,
but I don't blame them, because we were friends with them for like over a year and we didn't know. Like,
so like people would come up to you.
Yeah, so people would tell us and we still wouldn't see it. So I'm like, and we're right there with them. So I'm like, how could people like from a phone know the difference, you know?
And you know what's crazy? Like, I know like right now there's already a lot of like people who are like mad at her and everything. And it's not that I'm trying to kick her while she's already down. Like, one, I'm been tagged in these videos you see, like the CHISME report every other day on TikTok. I'm tagged to, like, an influencer reached out to me too, like, to like say, hey, like, basically reached out to me and they said like, hey,
something's about to come out, and
in case this video comes out, I want to clear my name with you because she said this about me, and it had to do with you, you know. So I was like, the people, like everybody. I feel like everybody was like kind of like not really bringing me into it, but like saying like jazz, you know? So I was like, okay, like.
It's probably you were the first one.
Yeah. And I don't think I was the first one. I wasn't.
But publicly.
Publicly, yeah. So I was like, dang, I'm like, the sad, like, that people are still being, you know, like, blinded by that shit. Like, like, y'all should have been new. And, like, I know some people are still, like, there's always gonna be people who are gonna support, and it's not that I expect anybody to not support her or whatever, you know, but I do feel like it's just so crazy to me that, like, when I said it, like, I was just whatever.
No one cared.
I was like, whatever. It was like, and the fact that she felt on top of the world, that's why people were like, why don't you accept the apology? Like, people always tell me that. Why don't you accept the apology? Why didn't you accept the apology, right? And I was like, because I knew it wasn't genuine. I knew it wasn't, because 2 days before, she was calling me crazy not to say nothing. Next thing you know, literally a couple days ago, I get a voice recording from another influencer. Wow. And they're telling me, and it's her in the voice recording saying, and the reason I don't know if I should show the voice recording. ¿Qué dice el público? I was kidding. No, I don't know.
Make a poll.
Let me make a poll.
But like in the voice recording,
hear it. I'm just playing.
it's basically, I don't know if I should, just because like there's other influencers mentioned in it, and I think they don't want. I don't think they want to be like, you know. But they already like reached out to me. But basically, like, it's her like feeling on top of the world after she did her apology video, still calling me a bit. You know, still calling me a bit, like, so I'm like, that shit wasn't real, and I knew it. Like, I'm not dumb, no soy pendeja, you know. And it was like her still calling me a bitch, saying like, oh, all the influencers are on my side. Like, I'm like, dang. So she felt on top of the world because all the influencers were on her side, you know.
And do these influencers that she was talking about, like, do they still kick it with her, or they?
Not no more. Oh. It's everybody that pretty much just talks to her now.
She kind of tried to take it to a different level when.
Oh, and then she's like, oh, I'm going to sell out these tickets because this influencer is going to be there. So who cares? Like, basically, like, who cares that Jazz is out? Because, like, I'm still going to get my sales regardless. Yeah. Like, interesting. You know? And I did take and in my opinion, it's like high school drama until you take it to the level of, like, oh, I'm trying to put felonies on people. You know? Oh, yeah. So,
like,
she was trying to put,
like,
she was
trying
trying to see.
follows you for your whole life. You know? So that's not no high school type.
In the voice recording, she was trying to go, like, to the police, basically, to authorities, to see if it was a felony that I was recording her, right?
Yeah, but in Arizona, it's not.
It's not. So she says it, like, she's like, at least I tried. So it's like, okay, you're sorry, but you're still trying to put a felony on me after you did me dirty. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's wild to me.
Like, where's the apology then? You know? And I don't even care for apology, girl. Keep that shit.
Yeah, that was my.
I don't care for that, and I don't think she will even give it anyway. But like, it's just like, that's why I didn't accept it, because I knew
you can tell
like,
when somebody's
the crying.
genuine, you know?
I'm sorry, I know.
You're getting pissed off already.
I'm like, no. Like people fall for that. That's sad. That's a manipulating ass tactic. That's a manipulating ass tactic. It's like, damn, like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it can be. But that was another question, but you already answered it. Would you ever forgive L and R? No. What about you, Steph?
I honestly don't have no grudges, to be honest. Like, I don't go to sleep at night like, oh, you know. So I don't care. Like, it's life. Like, you're gonna get done right sometimes. You might get done dirty sometimes.
It happens.
It's just how, especially in this industry, it's just how it goes. Like, you gotta expect the good just as much as you expect the bad. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm same. Like, I feel like I don't expect apology, and I wouldn't be able to be friends with somebody like that again. Yeah. Absolutely not. Like, no, girl. Like, so it's just what it is, you know. It is what it is. Like,
it happened already.
Yeah. And I know it happened. And like I said, people are probably like, "Why are you bringing this up a year later?" Like, and it's like, bruh, something that we're doing an interview with something that had happened to me. On in front of everybody, for one. For two, people get mad at, like, her people get mad because I'm saying something now, right?
Yeah.
Because I've seen those comments. But why is it okay for her to constantly bring up her past? But if I'm saying something that happened to me in my past, because it's her, it's a problem, right? It's like everybody wants to attack me, but, or like her people want to attack me, but like, oh, she's bringing this up again, whatever. Oh, but she's always bringing stuff up from the past, and it's not a problem. But if I bring something that happened up to me, it's a problem. Like, nah. Like, people just pick and choose, you know? And it is like, facts. I really think that's something that happened. Yeah,
that's the same thing that happened to me. Like, bro, I could talk about anyone. Let's say, for example, right? I talk about you guys on the CHISME Report. People that don't like you are going to be bashing you. But then if I talk about them, the people that love them are going to be bashing me, because why can't I talk about their situation, but you're over here bashing other people? Because I've been told I'm a bully. Like, oh my God, all you do is bash her, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I'm literally doing the CHISME report. I do this with anyone on the internet.
Okay, but she's not a bully?
But how's he making it?
I'm like, y'all are just picking and choosing what bully to support at this point then.
Facts.
Because
let me play it. Thank
I'm
you.
just saying,
Thank
because,
you.
I mean,
Go ahead and preach, baby.
no, I'm just saying, like, people just pick and choose.
Can I get
Like,
amen?
like, when it's somebody that they really rock with, like, they want to put up, like, a freaking blindfold. But,
Yep.
you know, and I understand you support who you want to support. You love who you want to love. But still, like, it's not even taking accountability, even, like, when it comes to that, like, huh?
Yo, go ahead.
Oh. Even when it comes to that, you know, like it's not fucking genuine. Like, it really isn't, you know?
You
can tell when someone's
And
genuine.
you could tell, and it's like, it's so crazy that people are like, oh, well, this person took accountability. Like, they took accountability, like, only because of the heat.
Yeah.
Because if there was no heat, there would be no accountability. There would be no apology. There'd be no nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
And
it's
we saw
like,
proof
and
of
it's
that,
the manipulating, crying, even for sales, like, crying. And come on now, like, yeah, like, I feel like, you know, but at the end of the day, like I said, y'all gonna support whoever the hell you want to support, you know, and that's whatever. Like, that's
facts.
whatever. But
So how did you feel L bashing you while you guys were about to collab? Like, in the motions of preparing everything for the
We felt like it was all for money, basically.
yeah, it was obviously
definitely.
the tour was a lot of money. I pretty much lost a good 6 figures off that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, because it was gonna be.
That's what I'm saying. We could have. We could
I
have
could have done it. I could have done it, but for what?
Yeah.
What am I? What am I gonna look like?
You have to have a
like,
big
hell
vibe.
no.
If we have
Yeah,
our
I'm like,
supporters coming out to support us,
the
especially
vibe's gonna
people
be off
flying in,
because I already know how this
Yeah.
girl really feels about me. Like,
yeah, if we have our supporters flying in like to support us, we want to have the best vibes possible, right? So if we know we're going into a situation where everything's gonna be off, like they're gonna be feeling some type of way, that means that's gonna make us feel some type of way. Like, it's not gonna be genuine. Now these people came, they've got hotels, rentals.
we have to sit there and fake it. I
like,
can't.
no, like we want to.
I know she could do that, but I can't.
Yeah, no.
Like,
So we rather refund and
I took a big L, honestly. I took a hit on that because a lot of people bought. So how we had it was people were buying tickets off my website and tickets off her website, right? Because that way, for tax reasons, you know, like, we had a certain amount and she had a certain amount. So that way we could each pay our taxes and whatever, you know. So what happened was, since I had to refund everybody, a lot of people purchased with Afterpay, so I lost my whole Afterpay. Like, I can't have Afterpay on my website at all anymore.
Oh, snap.
Because I had to refund all that money back to the people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So Afterpay is like, sorry, I have hiccups.
You're fine.
So Afterpay is like, what the heck? Like, you know? But that, I mean, it was supposed to be a tour with the lip kits. So it was a lot of money that was, you know,
That's
that I would have made, obviously. But I was just like, you know what? Like,
it's not worth it.
it's not worth it.
Not all
I'm
money's
like,
good
it's
money.
not worth it. And later on, it'll be my time, you
prob-
know? Thankfully, like, what, 3 months later, I started making good money.
yeah. I was gonna
"There's
ask. You
some
probably
money."
made it back already.
I'm like, there's some money that yeah, like, I ended up making it, and you know, but like, I was just like, it is what it is. I was like, I can't do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
people were like, oh, like, that's so bad on business. I'm like, girl, bye. Like, if y'all want to sit there for the money and be like, he, nah, I don't care. Like, I don't want to sit. It's gonna be so uncomfortable. That would
And
be
it was
so
it's a
uncomfortable.
3-week long thing too. It wasn't just like a one-time thing. It was 3 different cities, 3 different weeks.
Oh, it was a tour.
It was it was like for a month.
Oh, wow.
It was a month tour, so it wasn't like for a long time. It was just that 1 month, and then it was gonna be like the lip kit. We're gonna do like a lip kit together, and the lip kit was gonna be like we're launching the lip kits. So like, people who bought the ticket were gonna get a lip kit, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, it's not worth it. I'm like, I don't want anything.
Well, I'm glad you didn't go with it. Like, it wouldn't. Like, imagine you did go with it, right? And then shit came out. Now, like, how it's coming out about you. Like, imagine how people would have seen you. Like, oh, you just did it for the money. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
it'd be something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I like I said, like, it's not even just about like, oh, like, that's such a bad business. Like, even if it was, like, that's not, she was happy about it because she had all the influencers on her side anyway. She was
a bunch of influencers.
Yeah, that voice recording, she was real happy. She was like, oh, I feel good. All the influencers are on her side. This person's going to be there. So all my tickets are going to sell because this person's going to be there. Like, she didn't care, you know? So I'm like, bro, I don't
she had no remorse,
either.
basically.
Yeah,
No remorse.
I'm like, I don't care either. I'm like, I don't care either. Like, yeah, I'm going to lose some money. But I'm going to make it later. Like, that's how I am. I'm going to get it regardless, you know? And I did.
Good for you.
I made my money later. So
good for you.
Yeah.
So before all this, before people like warned you and shit like that, before you saw the text, did you ever see like red flags, or no? You guys were totally blinded by this situation.
We didn't know it was to that extent. Like before, she would send her like she picked up on red flags on like how she was treating her.
Yes,
but it wasn't
like,
that to the extent. Like that's why she's like, "Yo, are we good?" Like she sent her a message.
That's
like,
why I would text her like, "Are we good?" Because like she would like, I'd be like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" I remember there was this one time. There was this one time, and I was like, I had reached out to her. I'm like, "We haven't hung out. Like, we need to hang out," you know. And I was trying to make time. Like I always had more time than her. And I didn't want to bother her because she has kids, she has a business, she has a husband. Like me, I have a little bit more free time because you know. So I didn't want to bother her. I'm like, whenever you want to hang out, I'm always free, you know? So I decided to reach out. I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out? Like, you know, we can go get lunch. And she's like, well, I'm really busy, whatever. Okay, so that happens. And then Yessie actually invited me to it was to Robin.
Glam by Yessie?
Yeah.
Oh,
she had invited, shout out Yessie. She had invited me to Robin Sylvia's, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, let me hit up Lola, see if she wants to go. Well, right then she had free time. She was like,
same day too.
Yeah, it was like a day or two. Actually, it was like a day or two later. She had free time, so I was like, oh, so I was like, okay, so she doesn't want to hang out with me. Like I was already noticing little things, but I didn't know it was to the extent where it was like the group chat, them going on live. They did that intentional, and I even commented on that video. Live? They had gone live on Instagram. Like all three of the girls went out without me. They didn't invite me, and they went live that way. I could see that they were out. Like they went to like a bar, and they went out so that they didn't invite me, so that like I could hurt my feelings, I guess. And so I commented and I was like, dang, where's the invite? And like they screenshotted it and like they were all talking about it in the chat. Yeah, I'm like, dude, it was very like calculated, you know? So I was like, I didn't know it was to that extent until the end. Obviously, once I like officially, I was like, chinga su madre, like, you know? But
what about like how did you find the text or like the group chat that was made? So
the reason why I found out about the group chat was because that night, like we were all supposed to go to, well, we all went. She invited us all to a casino, the casino in Scottsdale, the Talking Stick, and there was a restaurant in there, so she invited us there, and her and B were already over there. So Anna and me were on
this side.
Anna and me were on this side. So I told Anna, I'm like, oh, you should come over. We did a live on Instagram that night. I'm like, you should come over and we can get ready together and then we'll just drive together. And she's like, yeah, I'll come. Little did I know she was in on it too. You know, she was in on it too, girl. Like they were so like they hit that shit. So she came over and we're getting ready and we're live on Instagram. I'm finding an outfit, whatever. And I see the phone ring and it had all three of them in it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's so weird because we were all supposed to be like, you know, like
good friends.
Yeah. And it's weird because like B, I had introduced her to Lola. So I was like, that's so weird, you know? So I remember I went upstairs and I told Steph was in the bathroom. I'm like, babe, they have a group chat and I'm not in it. And then the weekend before was when they were at Westgate without me already. Like they had already done that live where they were at Westgate without me. So I was like, babe, I'm like, there's this group chat and I'm not in it. I'm like, that's so weird. I didn't think nothing of it. Yeah, he's like, babe, nah. I'm like, he's like, it's nothing. Like he didn't think nothing of it. You know, guys are just kind of, guys are kind of more like nonchalant. Like, oh, it's nothing. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I was like, whatever.
You brushed it off.
Yeah, I kind of brushed it off. And then that night we went out to dinner. Oh, girl, that's the night that I decided like, fuck this. Like I'm not doing this shit.
Awkwardness?
Bruh, we got to the table. Everybody got quiet. When me and Steph sat down, everybody got quiet. And then when dinner was over, I was like, what are we doing after this? And she's like, I was like, oh, you could do whatever you want. But they all had plans. Wow. She's like, oh, you could do whatever you want. I'll never forget that shit. She was literally like, oh, you could do whatever you want.
What was their plans?
They were going to go like to the casino and stuff.
Oh, like,
you know? And I was like,
we were literally just sitting there like, pretty much talking to each other because nobody was like,
oh my god.
It's like you said, it was like a long table. So it was like a lot of people and we just like pretty much by ourselves. Like I was like,
yeah. So it was kind of like, okay, like that's weird. Okay. So I told Steph, I'm like, yeah, like she's already being weird. Like she was already being like shady, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I keep in mind, I had already communicated with her. This happened in March. February was when we were in Florida, and I was telling her like, hey, like, what's going on? I've been trying to, at this point, I had already been trying to communicate for so long. Texting her since December, asking her if everything's okay. Like, she kept making it seem like everything was good, but she was acting weird, you know?
Yeah.
We would go live, and then off live, it'd be so different. Like, it was so different. So I was like, all right, bro, like, yeah, like, I told Steph, I'm like, I'm not doing it. That night was when B ended up telling me everything.
Why did she decide to tell you?
So that night, like, I was like, oh, something's like, the vibe is so off.
I texted Taj.
He texted Taj.
I was like, hey, bro. I was like,
And B's like,
do you
yes.
have beef with Jazz? And I was like, if so, you guys can just come over. We just talk about it. And so they decided to come over, and they were there till like 6 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah, we were just talking, and she was like, yeah, well, she said you were saying this about me, and she was like, I don't know why you would say this about me. And I'm like, she was saying that like I was attracted to Taj maybe because he looks like he'd be my type, like just putting shit in her head, you know, like putting shit in her head. And she's like, I keep telling her if we can talk to you about it. And that's when she showed me the messages. She's like, I keep telling her if we can talk to you about it because I just want to ask you, like, in front of her, you know. But she keeps saying, no, wait till after the tour. I'm gonna ruin the tour. So I'm like, shit. So when she showed me the messages, she's like, the group chat, like, you know, everything. And I'm like, and in the messages, B is literally saying, like, if you guys pause the messages, you guys could see them. But on that video, B is saying, like, no, I don't want Jazz to feel left out. Like, you know, she's still like trying to include me, but the other girls are like, nah, like, you know. So she told me, she texted Elle that day, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna tell Jazz everything. And she's like, no, don't tell her nothing. Still trying to tell her, like, don't tell me nothing, you know. That was like her last message to the group chat. And she's like, she's gonna make you seem like you're crazy. And so I was like, what the heck? So when B told me all these things, that's why she left at 6 a.m. At 9 a.m., I had already texted her and told her, like, I knew everything, and she called me. So when she called me, that's when I recorded. B wasn't there anymore. That's when I recorded the call, because I was like, at this point, the reason why I recorded it, okay, was because everything she had told B, I wanted to clarify to B, like, look, like, that's just not real. Yeah. She's putting that shit in your head, you know? Because I didn't want B to think that. So in the call, I'm asking her, I'm like, when did I ever say this? Please tell me when I ever said this. Why are you telling her I said this about her? So I could show her later, like, look, like, you know? And then also other influencers that were mentioned, like, that she was bashing my name to. So I was like, why are you bashing my name to other influencers? Like, I was doing it because I know she's gonna deny it. You know,
it was around the time my grandma had passed, so we were supposed to go to an event out in Texas, and my grandma had passed back in February, so we weren't able to go to it. But instead of, and we communicated it to her and of why we couldn't make it, and apparently she told everybody else it was something. I don't even know what she said, but
that it wasn't that. Like, I didn't go because I didn't want to go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Try to change the
change the reason why. Like, pa quedar mal, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, like, his grandma died. Like, I'm gonna be there with him. You know what I mean?
Why lie about that?
Like, exactly. I'm like, I have the freaking
habitual
paper thing. Yeah. Like, why am I gonna lie about that? You know? So yeah.
We basically have to record to, like,
to show,
protect ourselves, basically,
and to show, like, to confront her, because I know she's gonna deny everything. I know she's gonna be like, oh no, I didn't say that. So I'm like, look, she's telling, like, now she's saying, you know, even the group chat, she did admit to it. She's like, oh, like, I was wrong for that. But here we are.
Who started that?
I'm like,
chat?
Here we are a year later. Her and Anna. I'm like, here we are a year later.
Same thing.
Here we are a year later, and the same shit's still happening, where people are still being thrown under the bus, or I'm like, no, pues, wow.
So obviously it wasn't you.
No, pues, wow, friend, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy times.
Yep. But you know what, guys? Take this as, dang. No, mommy.
What?
Did I just see that right? Yes. Oh, never mind. I said that wrong. I'm like, take it as karma, dude. Like, that's just for real. So whatever you put out, and I'm sure she sees that now, like, whatever you put out, because at the time, B was getting so much hate, dude. So much. Like, she put her as a fall guy, for real.
For weeks, yeah.
I'm like, and me, when I went and did my live, I couldn't even, I was so mad.
I saw
because
it.
I was mad because I was, like, shaky. There was so many people. Like, I couldn't even compose myself to talk right, you know? But I was like, dang, like she got so much hate, she made it seem like, oh, because of this, me and Jazz aren't good. Well, no, it's because of you. Like you,
Take accountability.
because of you. Like, you know, you're the one who was in the group chat. Like, you're the one who started it. You're the one, she's in there literally clearly saying like, I want to talk to Jazz and like, you know, like, but instead she ended up getting all the hate. And I was like, dang, dude. And I was just like, after that, I just distanced myself from everybody though. I was like, yeah, and like, I couldn't do it.
That's, I mean, it probably helped you out a lot too.
It
cleared your mind.
Oh yeah, it cleared my mind for sure. I feel like I started doing so well. I was focused on just going live. Started growing on TikTok. And ever since then, I've just been way better. Now I'm more open to having friends, making more friends again. Like
anxiety levels gone way down.
Yeah, like I've been more open to having friends now again. Before, like I didn't have friends for like 8 months. Literally nobody.
Sounds like me.
I'm like, I didn't talk to nobody. I'm like, I know, cruz. Yeah. I know. And then I was like, like not everybody's the same, you know? Not everybody's the same. So I started making friends. B reached back out. She's like, hey, like I miss you. Like, you know, that should have never happened. Like that, like we got along so well. It was just one person that got in between it. And I'm like, yeah, like.
Did she reach out after everything happened? Like after the memos came out?
After like 8, 9
Who?
months.
B?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Never mind. I'm thinking about another B. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
Oh, no,
You're talking about Taj and B.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, guys, it's Taj and B, by the way, not... people get confused by Beauty by Bianca. I'm talking about Taj and B.
I thought you were talking about Bianca.
No, it's Taj and B.
Yeah.
So...
Shout out Taj and B.
Shout out.
So, yeah, I was like, you know... Here we are. And like I said, you have so much potential. I know you're watching this. Like, you could do great. You're doing good. Just stop putting people, like, throwing people underneath. You know, you could do it.
You can get to the top.
You could get there. You just gotta do it the
right
right way.
That way you don't have backlash.
That way you don't have that. That way you don't
enjoy
get
it once you get there.
You don't get bad karma. That way you don't get, you know, don't open your mouth and, you know, like, just, like.
And you guys are saying this, you're not coming out of a place of hate.
No, I'm saying it like for real.
Know.
Like I'm saying it for real. Like I'm saying it she has so much potential and everything. Like just there's no need to try to like step on others to get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or put others, you know.
Because everything comes back to you.
Yes, and it might seem like, oh, it's so supportive. Like nah, like it's all supportive. Nah. No, you know, like it's, you know, just do it the right way.
Yeah.
You know? And karma gonna do you good.
That's what I always say. I strongly believe in karma. Like I try to be good, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, fuck karma, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to wish anyone bad and then that come to me.
No, yeah, like I always say, I'm like, what was this a song? That song I'm always like, what goes around comes around like a hula hoop. Karma is a bitch, so just make sure that bitch is beautiful. That way you get the beautiful karma, you know?
Yeah.
But even me, like even if something bad's happening to me, I'm like, oh my god, babe, did I do something? Like why is something bad happening to me? But sometimes just things happen, you know?
Yeah.
But I check myself too. I'm like, you know, just to
do good.
To try to at least, you know. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nobody's fucking perfect.
Yeah,
No,
make that clear. No
yeah,
one's perfect.
Nobody's
Yeah,
perfect. No. There's nobody who's perfect, you know. And everybody makes mistakes, but once it's a pattern, it's different. There's a difference between a mistake and a pattern, you know. And yeah. Well said.
Well, there's one more question I had, but you guys probably answered it already. It probably happened in the Miami trip. This is a fan question. Someone said, Jazz, you said there was a big fight with who? Did you guys answer that one already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys answered it. Okay, yes. So just to make that clear. Yeah, so whoever asked that, there you go. That's your answer right there. But yeah, thank you guys honestly for coming out.
Hey, no problem.
I really do appreciate that.
Thank you for having us. Thank you to everybody who's here watching. Shout out to all my girls.
Yeah, shout out. Hopefully they subscribe. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Yeah, you guys can subscribe to CHISME Report. Shout out to all my girls. Shout out to everybody who supports us. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you. I honestly didn't think you guys were gonna come on.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Why?
like, they're probably.
Honestly, I'm a little bit more like kind of like low key. Like I think a lot of people didn't expect me to come on. I feel like most people didn't expect me to come on. Honestly,
Yeah.
More people expected me to just be
I
quiet
expected
and
to
not.
come on. I was like, babe, let's go. I was like, no.
I was like, I feel like most people were like expecting me to like just not say nothing, but the reason why, like I said, is this shit's still happening, you know?
Yeah.
And it's something that happened in my past. If I want to speak on it, I'm gonna speak on it, you know?
Amen.
And can't nobody tell me I'm wrong for speaking on it or, oh, you're this. Nah. Anybody else could speak on their past and it's not a problem. So remember that shit.
Facts.
And I'm thank you for having us.
Thank you. And this was once again both of your first time podcasts.
Yes,
Absolutely.
both of us first time.
Nice.
I was so nervous, but it was
We're out
cool.
here podcasting, y'all.
Yeah.
2023.
Exo podcaster. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, I really do. Thank you guys for coming on. Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
No, make sure you guys follow us. Follow me on TikTok. It's Xojas_. Babe, what's your TikTok?
My TikTok is DestinFG.
Yeah, Facebook, Xojas. Instagram,
And since you guys are already on YouTube, our YouTube is Steph and Jazz.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out. Yeah, you guys have to be on YouTube more.
I know. We're
Yeah,
going to get on
YouTube.
our
Oh, there's a
YouTube
video
grind.
dropping today, actually.
Oh, there
What,
is.
a vlog?
Yeah,
It's
like a
when we
little
picked up
vlog.
the car.
Yeah, I want to pick
Oh, okay, cool.
But thank you guys for having us. Thank you so much to everybody who's here supporting. We appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys tonight for Cheater Live.
Promise
It's
you.
Cheater Live on TikTok tonight.
Tune in.
Tune in
Bye,
to
guys.
that. Bye. Later, guys. And also, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's literally free.
Subscribe.
It's
Subscribe to the
literally
Chisme
free.
Report.
Subscribe.
Post notifications.
Si te gusta el
Thank
chisme,
you.
si te gusta el chisme, subscribe. But
Yes.
if he ever says chisme on me, girl, unsubscribe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bye.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Later, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.